Yo, what's up my dubious deepers? It's your boy Moist Mercenary and I'm back with another Beyblade video. This time I'm very excited because I have something very special here now. I'm sure we all, as Metal Fight fans, know about this Beyblade right here, Death Quetzalcoatl. Pretty good balanced type Beyblade. Death is a very good part for defense, right? And RDF is super good as well. As we know, it's probably like the most toxic part in Metal Fight, single-handedly, especially in competitive formats. We know people hate it, right? What I'm saying is, Death Quetzalcoatl, we love it, right? It's a great Beyblade. I love this Bey. I use it quite a bit, and yeah. But have you seen this before? Right here, this, you know, prototype, if you will, of the Death metal wheel. This is what Death was originally going to look like. These little hexagon-like tiles wrapped around the Bey in this circle. Looks very cool if you ask me. Kind of gives me like a Zygarde vibe, if you will. Here's the thing. I had my buddy Juuni. You should have heard of him by now through my other videos, like my X videos where I use Metal Fight Beys and stuff like that, and the Penta video that I did recently. He made the prototype Death wheel through 3D modeling and did some very cool stuff with it. So let's go ahead and check it right out. Hold on now, don't leave me yet. Remember to go down there to beysandbricks.com so you can use code MOIST for 7% off at checkout. Remember, they have a ton of Metal Fight stuff, a ton of Burst stuff, a ton of X stuff. Make sure you go down there and get it. Of course, you can't quite get the fractal wheel, which is what Juuni has called it, but you can get tons of other stuff. You got all the new X releases. You got so many Metal Fight, mid-fake or legit, depending on what you want to get. And there's so many Burst releases there for great prices, great deals, especially when you use code MOIST for 7% off. So go down there and get shopping. Go get some Beyblades for yourself. And yeah, have some fun. Still not done though, because I just want to say, please guys, go down there by the end of this video at least, like or dislike, show me that rating. I actually want you to use the ratings if you watch my videos. Go down, leave some constructive comments, tell me how I can improve my videos so you can give me that like next time around. I know I can't please everyone with my content, but I will do my best to try and make my content better. So yeah, go show some feedback, go show some support, whatever you want to do down in the description. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next content. So guys, here we go with the fractal metal wheel. I just wanted to take a quick closer look at it. It is two pieces. It is just the same way as Death, where you can put it down like this in the defense mode, or you could put it completely upright for the attack mode. However, Juuni did something very clever and interesting on this for the attack mode, in that notice that these don't actually go down onto those little 4 slots that it sits on when in defense mode. This is actually raised, and went up like this, it free spins, similar to Christ, but this should be much better because it's a bit more weighted to the core itself, and so it should have much better stamina and completely free spin. By the way, if you do notice these sort of inconsistencies in the textures and like scratches and stuff, that's not the fault of Shapeways or the printing company, or which is the printing company that I used for this. Basically, this comes in multiple different types of steel. Please get the standard steel, polished or whatever. Do not get the stainless steel option. I know it's the cheapest. I know it's that most appealing on your wallet. However, doing that does mean you end up with some bad inconsistencies, bad batches, whatnot. That's what happened to me, and I had to go in with the Dremel, smooth out some edges. The faceplate didn't even fit, things were warped, all that, and the wheel didn't even fit together as one piece. So yeah, get the regular steel, polished if you can afford it. I know it is expensive, it's about like $90 for this wheel specifically, but not every 3D printed metal wheel is that expensive. So yeah, go ahead, get it if you want it. It's on Juuni's Shapeways, Aries Corporation. I'll leave a link in the description, as I usually do with Juuni's Shapeways, and you can pick one of these up for yourself or one of his several other amazing, very good metal wheels, such as Penta, or you can get your X parts like the Metal Fight X bits that I use all the time. So guys, to test out this bay today, I'm simply using it in basically the Death Quetzalcoatl stock combo. We've got Fractal Quetzalcoatl, 135, I think, or 130, whatever it was. 125, friggin', I don't know. Whatever this track is, RDF, gonna try it out. Hopefully it's good tank-wise. Hopefully it can do some good things with the either defense mode or that free spin mode. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what battles we're gonna be trying it against today. Also, another very, very important warning. This is pure solid steel. A standard bay, let's say Big Bang Pegasus, who is going to be the first match of the video, is made of a Zamak, which is a zinc alloy. And I've already done some battles between Pegasus and this guy here. And it might not be the easiest to see on camera, but there are already some scratches. This won't necessarily break or dent in your Metal Fight base, but it can cause some light chipping. This thing is around 50 grams and it's pure steel. That is still lighter than Diablo, of course, but like it's still insane. So be very careful. There's all this chipping already on Pegasus, these scratches. You could, of course, hide it with some polish if you wish, but if you're not doing that, then it can leave some bad marks on your base. I don't think it would be tournament illegal because it's just scratches and nicks most of the time, but still just be very careful with your stuff. But anyways, that's going to be the first battle as always. Next, we're going to have Fang Leon. I'm going to test like sort of these ones against the defense mode, see if the lower center of gravity helps it outspin against Fang, and then we'll see if its defensive capability will help against Pegasus here. For the free spin testing, I have Eldrago Destroy here, so we can see if it'll nullify the spin stealing of the rubber by just freely spinning. And we have another balance type here, a bit of a taller bay, which just has some good contact points here for some counter attacks and such. We got Big Lynx, which will be the fourth battle, and the last battle says this is a steel bay and pretty heavy. I figured I'd bring in Diablo Nemesis. This is my mid-fake Diablo because I don't want to damage my real one. Pretty much I'm going to get new versions of all of these bays, or I already have newer versions of all of these bays, so I don't mind damaging them a little bit. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into these battles. So guys, as I said, we'll be starting this battle against Big Bang Pegasus. So let's go ahead and see how our Fractal Quetzalcoatl does against Big Bang. 3, 2, 1, let's hit. Okay, well, we don't want that. I probably shouldn't have launched it so aggressively. It's better if you do a bit of that. 3, 2, 1, let's hit. We can see Fractal tanked beautifully in that match. Alright, didn't realize until now that I was recording in 60 FPS or in just the proper aspect ratio. I was zoomed out to 0.8 on the camera, so oops on my part. But let's go ahead and continue with these battles. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. So, to be fair, this combo is on RDF, so it's a bit unfair for the attack test, as it is super tanky. However, I did just want to use it on Death Quetzalcoatl stock, just because it was the prototype to Death Quetzalcoatl, so oh well. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. There we go. Completely absorbing everything from Pegasus there. Getting a 3-0 victory. Very cool from Fractal here. Let's go ahead and move on to the Leon test. So here we go. This is one of the few times I'm actually using Fang in defense mode. Just because it'll... the attack mode really doesn't do much here. So yeah, 3, 2, 1, rip. Let's see if he can outspin Quetzalcoatl. So, looks like Fang couldn't win that time. The Death Wheel has some, or the Fractal Wheel has some insane outwards weight distribution because it's so wide. So it does also have some pretty good stamina as well. 3, 2, 1, rip. Without being too wide either, like a Burst Bay. 3, 2, 1, rip. 3, 2, 1, rip. And even then, it outspun, which is kind of crazy, considering W2D is one of the performance tips with the best LAD in a single or a same spin match. This should be outspinning, but it's straight up just not. So, interesting. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Do we want to count that one? I'm gonna count that one as a loss for Quetzalcoatl personally, because otherwise it's just not gonna lose this video. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And after another long battle, Quetzalcoatl comes out on top. So yeah, it seems like this wheel is a bit broken against just regular stock combos so far, but let's try to test out its upper or attack mode, more like just a free spin mode against some of these other bays like Beat Lynx and El Drago. So now for this next match, let's see if El Drago destroys Spin Steel can do anything here. I will try and get some form of flower launch so that it actually makes contact with each other, and of course we've got this in the free spinning mode now, so let's go ahead and try it out. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. You could hear that wheel free spinning as it just completely nullified all of those spin steal attempts. We saw how fast El Drago's stamina got drained in that match because it wasn't able to free spin too effectively thanks to just constantly spinning out of the way. Very cool from this Quetzalcoatl. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. And of course completely shutting down that spin steal once again. Very powerful from this bay. Let's go ahead and try one last match. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yup, his rubber just completely got drained on a spinning wall there. We saw that it was circling around, and as soon as the rubber gripped that free spin disc, it just completely drained the stamina, which is kind of cool. So yeah, spin stealing doesn't work as long as this bay is like shorter or on a similar level to the spin stealer in terms of height, which this bay actually is pretty close in height to El Drago Destroy. So yeah. Anyways, moving along. Here we go with Beat Links, a tall sort of counter-attack bounce Beyblade. Should be able to hit from above, and we'll see if the free spin protects the bay well. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Those sounds were very fun, but yeah, unfortunately, Quetzalcoatl might actually lose this one. It is nullifying those hits, but being free spin does cause it to lose stamina and same spin quite a lot faster. Unfortunately, 3, 2, 1, rip. It's mostly just good for defense, really. 3, 2, 1, rip. Not quite stamina. Yep. Link's battles typically are much more recoil. Like, they typically go further than this, but looks like that free spinning ring is nullifying a lot of that big damage that we typically see. So it does do a good job at nullifying those hits, but unfortunately this combo specifically just doesn't have what it takes to outspin an opponent. So, oh well, let's go ahead and try it against Diablo Nemesis. So I will try switching both of these base modes around here and there throughout this battle, but let's just start in what I have them as. So I don't know which one of these to launch first, probably just death. So 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Diablo barely outspun there. Looks like 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 2, 1, let it rip. Death actually hit pretty hard in that match, but unfortunately it's still lost. So here we go. I've switched it into the defense mode. Let's see if it can handle, or well, I guess it's more of a stamina mode while the other mode is the defense mode. I don't know, whatever. Let's just go ahead and try it against Diablo now. 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So it did lose, but we could see it did stand up much better to Nemesis's attacks. Let's go ahead and switch Nemesis to attack mode and see just like these major hits and how well Cuts can take it. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Okay, didn't quite get a good launch that match, so I'm just not gonna count that one. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. 3, 2, 1, let's rip. That almost actually knocked out Nemesis. Don't know how he came back in. I don't think he even touched the wall, but interesting. 3, 2, 1, rip. 2, 1, rip. Looks like not even Diablo Nemesis can take out this guy here. Let's try one more time. At least not with a knockout. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. So that was a pretty crazy race with a lot of acceleration going on that time around, but still, looks like Quetzalcoatl managed to take that victory. Very cool from Quetzalcoatl. I'm really liking this fractal wheel. Pretty broken in terms of defense, but I mean, stay tuned for next time, I guess, when I'm gonna try this thing against Penta. Of course, as I said before, remember to hit like, subscribe, all that stuff, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Stay tuned, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss my uploads. Thank you guys so much. It looks like we're gonna approach 3K subs soon. I'm so excited. Thank y'all so much for the support. See you guys next time. Also remember to join Exotic's server, and yeah, that's where you can talk to me. Probably I'll respond likely there in his server. So yeah, go ahead and join it down there. Yeah, see you next time, y'all.